Welcome back to Paul's Fundamentals on YouTube. We have more videos like this on our channel, so be sure to subscribe. Today, we're bringing you a news report covering international and local news, finishing with a weather forecast. Sources are linked below.
Okay, let's jump right in with some international news. In Greenland, the upcoming election is getting a lot of attention from international
Oh,
media.
really?
Yeah, particularly from the USA.
Interesting.
Masana Ajid, managing editor of Greenlandic media house Sermitsiak, states this focus is overshadowing local issues.
So moving on, it seems like there's some tension brewing between European and U.S. leaders.
Yeah, German Chancellor Olaf Scholz criticized U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance for interfering in European politics.
So what exactly did Vance do?
Well, he suggested that German political parties should work with the right-wing Alternative for Deutschland party, the AfD party.
Oh, right, the AfD.
Yeah, he made this suggestion during his speech at the Munich Security Conference.
And what was Scholz's reaction to that?
Scholz condemned the statement. At the same Munich Security Conference, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky emphasized the need for Europe to take responsibility for its own security.
So Zelensky is advocating for a more self-sufficient Europe?
Exactly. He proposed the formation of a European army and stressed that no decisions about Ukraine or Europe should be made without their involvement.
It sounds like a pretty bold statement.
It is. Danish Foreign Minister Lars Løkke Rasmussen rejected the idea of a European army, but acknowledged the need for stronger European armies within NATO.
I see. Now, shifting gears a bit, it looks like there's been a political shift in Greenland.
That's right. Palle Cheremiassen, the mayor of Avannaata municipality in Greenland, joined the Democratic Party.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he had been an independent since 2021.
Interesting. So what prompted this change?
He cited alignment with the party's ideology as the reason for joining, and he even announced his candidacy for the upcoming municipal elections on April 1st.
Well, that's quite a development. Back in Germany, it seems like there's some support for Scholz's stance against Vance.
Yeah, that's right. Friedrich Merz, the leader of the German Conservative Party, supports Scholz's condemnation of Vance's statement regarding the AfD.
So Merz is siding with Scholz on this.
Merz emphasized that Germany would never throw a news agency out of the press room in the German chancellor's official residence.
And what was that in reference to?
He was referencing the U.S. banning Associated Press from access to the Oval Office and Air Force One.
Oh, I see. Lastly, before we move on to local news, there's some interesting news in the world of finance.
Yes, it looks like there's some movement in the Icelandic banking sector. Arion Banki, Iceland's third-largest bank, is proposing a merger with Íslandsbanki, the second-largest.
A merger. Wow. So what's the reasoning behind this?
Arion Banki cited the high cost of operating as separate SIFI banks, which adhere to EU regulations designed for larger financial institutions.
So they're hoping to save money by merging.
Exactly. This merger could save Icelandic households 50 billion Icelandic kronia over 10 years.
That's a significant savings for Icelandic households. Now let's turn to local news in the Faroe Islands. Food prices are a hot topic right now.
They certainly are. Food prices have risen over 22% in the last 3 years. The Competition Authority in the Faroe Islands investigated the price increases.
Wow, that's a steep increase.
It is. The price of fruits and vegetables has seen the most drastic increase, followed by meat and grain products.
So what did the Competition Authority have to say about that?
They stated that such a significant increase has not been observed in recent times, and they plan to conduct more detailed investigations and expand their scope to include other household goods.
Okay, now let's find out what's happening with the weather.
Currently, we have fresh to brisk easterly winds, 5 to 10 meters, with gusts up to 13 meters.
Okay.
There's variable cloud cover and occasional showers, with temperatures between 1 and 6 degrees Celsius.
So a typical Faroese winter day.
Yeah, pretty much.
So what's the forecast for Sunday?
Well, for Sunday, we can expect similar wind conditions. But there's a chance of rain and hailstorms. Temperatures will remain between 1 and 6 degrees Celsius.
All right, and what about next week?
Next week, the wind will pick up.
Oh, no.
We can expect increasing winds from the southeast, turning heavy by Tuesday with speeds of 8 to 13 meters, occasionally reaching gale force at 15 meters.
Sounds like it'll be a pretty windy week.
Yeah.
Any chance of sunshine?
I wouldn't count on it. Overcast skies and occasional showers with hail are likely turning to rain overnight. Temperatures will rise slightly to between 3 and 8 degrees on Tuesday, reaching 5 to 9 degrees on Wednesday.
So warmer but weather. What can we expect later in the week?
Strong southerly winds are expected on Thursday,
Okay.
bringing rain or hail. The weather will clear later in the day on Thursday, turning partly cloudy. But by Thursday evening, the wind will strengthen further to fresh gale force with speeds of 10 to 15 meters. Temperatures will range from 4 to 10 degrees.
And are there any marine warnings we should know about?
Yes, gale warnings are in effect for Ytterboka, Munkarberden, and Islandsriken. Expect a strong easterly flow with some gusts and occasional hailstorms.
That concludes our news report for today. We hope you found this information useful.
We did our best.
Be sure to check out the links below for the sources we used today. Until next time,
We did our best.
be sure to check out the links below for the sources we used today. Until next time.